by individuals from Ckbs Innogate. And today we're going to see a demonstration which is going to pretty much excite you. I'm already excited sitting here in the studio looking at all that is going on. There are some connections going on and there are some demonstrations that are going to be done. So make sure that you are tuned into your TV set and not tuning in anywhere else. From Ckbs Innogate, Rosalind Oparibia Tewia is here. Rosalind, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm great.
Good to know, and it's great to see you in the studio.
Thanks for having me.
Also in the studio is Kingsley Ajayba. Kingsley, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good to see you. And also in the studio is Christos and Cresea Fianu. These are two, young people who are into robotics. That's right. So we're going to see a demonstration from them pretty shortly. But let me begin with you, Rosalind. Ckbs Innogate. What are you about? What do you do? One would want to know.
Okay, so the Ckbs Innogate is a STEM hub. We are into STEM education.
Mm-hmm.
Our focus precisely is on the technology bit because we have realized that the world is evolving and everything is becoming automated. Technology is taking over the world.
Mm-hmm.
So in as much as the new education policy is encouraging us to use the STEM education, we have decided that we will do the STEM, but we will place more bases on the technology bit.
And so from you, Kingsley, can you tell, we are seeing all of this here. Can you tell us why we are here today?
Okay. What I would say is when we look at today technological world, what is going on, the premium now is on AI, that is artificial intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
And artificial intelligence is now making robotics more lucrative businesses that a lot of companies are going into robotics.
You may want to put on your nose mask well. Yeah. Cover your nose.
Yeah, so they are all going into robotics.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But the knowledge is not there. And so we as a company trying to make this knowledge available to kids now.
Okay.
So we come up with a robotic kit.
Okay.
Which is going to prepare them for the future. So they are going to learn AI, that is artificial intelligence. They are going to learn machine language, that is machine learning. So with this, we put all together with this kit so that the kids will be able to program their own. So we've heard about self-driving cars, all those things. How can they do the same thing? That's what Ckbs we are trying to do.
Right. So I believe on the table here are samples of the robotic kits.
Yes.
Okay. Christos, how are you doing?
Yes, I'm fine.
And what is this you've got over here?
This is the setup for one of the projects we have been doing.
Okay. And what project is that?
This project is waste management.
Waste management project.
Yes.
Okay. So how can you take us through your project? Help us understand what you're trying to do here, or perhaps even do a demonstration for us so that we can get a full grasp of the impact that Ckbs Innogate is having on teaching you and aiding you to get into robotics.
Okay, so I'm not going to do the explanation.
Okay.
My sister here will do the explanation.
Your sister will do the explanation. Okay, so Cresea, so do us the honors and take us through, what's happening here. I'm eager to learn a lot. I mean, I have no idea how to do these things, but I'm very fascinated. And I know a lot of our viewers out there are very fascinated by these things. So tell us, this waste management project that you have and you are doing with robotics, walk us through it.
Okay, so one of the major problems in Ghana here is waste management.
Mm-hmm.
So Christos here has made a code, an AI-based code with the Quacky Innovator Kit.
Okay.
To tell us which type of waste we should put in the bins, the separate bins.
Okay.
Like the biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste.
Mm-hmm.
So non-biodegradable waste takes a long time to decompose into the soil. And the biodegradable waste decomposes into the soil really fast.
Okay.
So it tells us which waste bin we should put it in.
Mm-hmm.
So as you can see here, he has gotten everything down. So he's come to demonstrate how it works.
Okay. So let's see that demonstration.
So you take a bottle, like anything, then you put it in front of the camera.
Okay.
Then it tells you which type of waste it is.
Okay, so in front of Christos, he has his laptop, and his laptop's webcam is on.
Yes.
So what Christos just did is show the bottle to the camera, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Non-biodegradable. Non-biodegradable.
So the color on the LED lights on Quacky will become blue when it is a non-biodegradable thing.
Okay.
And it will tell you which waste bin to put it in and to tell you which type of waste it is.
Okay. So once you show it to the camera, it tells you this is non-biodegradable. I heard the computer say non-biodegradable, so it means you cannot. This cannot decay.
Yes.
So it tells you how you are supposed to dispose of it.
Yes.
Okay. And then the blue light came on.
Yes.
To indicate that it is non-biodegradable.
So you need to put it in the
bin.
So you need to put it in a blue bin.
So it's showing you. It's basically sorting out the waste. It's sorting them out. So it tells you that, okay, so this is degradable, this is non-degradable. So when you get it, the sensor picks it, and then it indicates which of the bins you should put in.
So there will be a blue bin.
And then the green one.
A green bin.
Yes.
So blue is for non-biodegradable.
Yeah.
Green is for biodegradable.
Yes,
so
please.
you should, depending on which one, the robot will tell, if you are not sure,
Yes.
will tell you that put this in that bin.
Yes.
Okay, so the bottle is non-biodegradable. What about the banana?
So he'll show you that too.
So this one is supposed to indicate that
It's biodegradable.
it's biodegradable.
Yeah.
And then
It should give you a green light.
give you a green light, and then you put it into the green into the green bin. That's interesting. But tell us, while the whole process is going on, tell us what made you interested in robotics and all of that.
Okay,
So there's the green light.
Biodegradable.
Biodegradable.
Yes.
That's amazing. So tell us, what made you interested in robotics?
Non-biodegradable.
So when I was a little kid, he started doing coding a few years earlier than me.
Okay.
And I saw it fun and interesting because they were using robots. They can perform a certain task you code it to do. Like if you wanted to sweep your room, code it for it to go and sweep your room. It will do it immediately. So anytime you need help with anything, you can just ask the robot. You can code the robot and then to perform the certain task you want it to perform.
So these are the things that fascinated you.
Yes.
What about you, Christos? What got you interested in robotics?
Well, cars got me interested.
Cars.
Yes. Like the self-driving cars. Just as they programmed them for the sensors to pick up the signs to be able to know where to go. Even the GPS, they've programmed it for it to tell you exactly your location. So when I heard about it, then I started talking to my father, then he started getting connections, and that's how Kingsley came about. Then he came and started teaching me how to do certain things with the robots, like this one, the waste management, and the rest of it. I also started picking up little by little. Then later on, I was able to create my own code for it to do certain tasks, like the self-driving car. As for that, we'll demonstrate it soon.
Okay.
That one, it helped me a lot with it.
Okay.
Because I always wanted a car, but I also don't know how to drive.
So
this one,
you make a self-driving car.
Yes, I programmed it for it to read the sense and move on its own. And this is my mini version of a Tesla.
Your mini version of a Tesla. That's interesting. And I mean, it's electronic also, so there's no fuel and fumes going into the atmosphere to pollute the atmosphere. So one thing I noticed is that a lot of the things that you want to do with the robotics, like the demonstration that we've just seen here, and you talking about self-driving cars, you're always looking for problems to solve. That is the case. You identify problems and then use robotics to solve those problems. So you wanted a self-driving car, but what are your bigger dreams for the future? What do you really want to do or achieve with robotics, learning robotics?
I want to start up my own company, creating the robots and teaching children, not only children, even grown people, how they can use robotics for waste management and self-driving cars.
Okay.
Because the self-driving cars, they don't emit any fumes into the atmosphere.
Yeah.
They are all electronic. So now most of the cars which are now coming are self-driven vehicles. So they are all electronic now. So they don't emit any fumes into the atmosphere, which can also help save our world.
So you want to be one of the pioneers of, you know, self-driving cars and electronic cars.
Yes.
That's why you want to own a Tesla. You want to follow Elon Musk and his Tesla. Well, what about you, very briefly? What do you want to do with all of this?
Okay, so I want to do Internet of Things. You code robots to perform a task, like to build a house. So, for example, I want to build a robot to build a huge house, because this there's a certain robot that it takes the blocks for you and just starts putting them and stacking them up to build a house. It stacks 3,500 blocks a day.
Wow.
Which is 60 people doing that in 2 days.
In 2 days?
Yes.
So the robots will just do that in a day. So you want to be able to help by speeding up the process of building houses, among other things. Well, that's amazing stuff, and I believe Ckbs Innogate is helping, you know, with all of this. So, Rosalind, let me come to you now. So, what are the things that you do at Ckbs Innogate in terms of the robotic kits that you have, in terms of the instruction, in terms of getting people on board, you know, to really help with the dreams that these young ones have in doing robotics?
Okay. So basically, when we started, you know, we had robot kits. Actually, we come with a plain kit like this.
Okay.
And then because we start with the programming, the kits are taken through all the stages. Like my colleague said, we do the AI, that's the artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, that is the one that you are able to clap. Kantanka does that a lot.
Yeah.
You clap,
and then you just speak
to a switch, and then we train them in that. They do robotics and then machine learning. But you see, we had a lot of people complain, hey, it's expensive. The machines are quite huge. How am I going to handle this? So in partnership with our partners outside, we got expertise to design this particular one. This is our precious baby, the Quacky Innovator Kit. You see it this way. Looks very, very small, but it does a lot of things. The whole curriculum has been created on this. It's on section levels, starting from a grade 1 student all the way to the university.
Okay.
It's one level after the other. This one here was designed with the help of experts, our foreign partners, with our colleagues here. We designed it using the African child, bearing the African child in mind. This here, you start from a level, then you can upgrade. So you get this kits for your child. We designed it in such a way that it doesn't scare people.
Okay.
Because usually everybody feels that, oh, a robot should be one gigantic,
one huge
image that will do a lot of things. But we got it this way so that it's affordable for the ordinary Ghanaian out there who is also interested in this,
in learning robotics,
but might be feeling that it's too expensive to afford it. So we designed this for them, and this, when you get it, you can go through right from the basics, that is preschool, grade 1, all the way to the university.
So this is sort of like a universal robot, and you can write any code into these robots, and program it to do whatever it is, like we've just seen with the waste management demonstration. You have another demonstration for us? Okay, let's see it. What are you going to do now for us? I see you holding up some arrows and
the self-driving car.
The self-driving car. Okay, let's see that. Let's see how that is going to happen. So I can see on that card is written "Go." So what's happening here?
It has to scan it first.
Scan it.
Yes. Then to transmit it for it to be able to move.
Okay. So it scans go. When it sees go, then it sends the message to the robot, and then the robot will obey.
And then move accordance to.
And then move in accordance.
So it senses. It uses the sensors. And then senses it. And then, it goes. That's amazing. So wow! Just look at that. Just look at that. Stop, and then it stops. Okay, so you've seen go, and then you've seen stop. Yes. And interestingly, this one here wasn't done by the facilitators. They programmed it
You
themselves.
programmed this yourself?
Yes.
Wow.
So then,
Okay, so we've seen go,
Please.
it went. We've seen stop, and then it stopped. And I'm seeing the arrows.
And
so
thus he did
is
it
the
in
left
2
turn.
weeks.
In 2 weeks?
Yes.
You programmed this in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Wow. That's
is
amazing
fantastic.
stuff. Anyway, unfortunately, I mean, I wish we had a lot of time to really, do all of the demonstrations, but unfortunately, time is not on our side. So I'd just like to hear a final word from you before we go.
Okay. So what we're saying is that we have made this available for everyone out there, every Ghanaian out there. If you are interested in it, you just go to our website. That is the www.ckbsinnogate.com. You visit our Facebook page, CKBS Innogate, or you call us on the office line 0302 954237. 0302 954237
Okay.
to register for the kit. You call us, we'll pick, and then we'll take you through the kit if you want to learn it. And the interesting thing is that you either come for a walk-in at our hub, or it's a self-tutoring.
Okay.
So we can just program it for you. You have that self-tutoring. So at the comfort of your home, you can study it, and then...
So where can you be found, finally?
We are currently located at
Okay.
Ghana Flag.
Okay.
Yes, that's where our office is.
CKBS Innogators.
Yes, please.
Well, thank you very much for coming, and we hope to see you again with some more advanced robotics, and we hope that you continue with the good work that you have been doing. And Christos and Chrysia. Okay. Christos and Chrysia. Thank you very much for coming. I love what you are doing. Continue doing it, and I believe that you are going to attain great heights with this that you are engaged in. And of course, Rosalind and Kingsley, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for having us.
This is where we wrap up the show today. It's been quite an interesting one. Thank you for watching. Coming up next is Expressive. On behalf of the entire team, this entire week, we've been coming your way. Atukwamina Hazel, the producer, all the cameramen, the directors, my co-host, Sewami here, and myself. My name is Lantam Papanko. Enjoy the rest of your day.